ATV, Astro, or Chevy conversion van. In fact, we're so confident you'll choose a Chevrolet van, we'll pay you $50 if you test drive ours and still buy an eligible competitor's van. Just make your choice before April 25th. You'll get available room for up to 7 in an ATV, or up to 8 in an Astro, or a Chevy conversion van will fit the bill. Either way, you'll get 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper plus warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and more. Should you see your Chevrolet dealer for program details and limited warranty terms? Yes. Take retail delivery out of dealer stock? Yes. Stop listening to me? Yes. Why? Because this offer ends April 25th. Okay?
You know, if life were perfect, we wouldn't need a French dictionary to read our wedding menu.
Well, if life were perfect, honey, our little wedding wouldn't be for 200 people.
Hey, I have a big family.
And your mother wouldn't call every week with another small request.
Well, your folks would pay for this whole thing.
Yeah, and our wedding cake would be chocolate donuts, right?
One thing you can say about life, it's rarely perfect.
Hey, you want another beer?
Yeah, sure.
Jim, do Amstel Lights.
But at least there's Amstel Light. Sure, it's only 95 calories, but it still has a rich, full imported flavor. Absolutely nothing's missing.
You know, if life were perfect, you wouldn't think I do are the two most difficult words in the English language.
I don't.
You do.
Which is probably why Amstel Light has become America's #1 imported light beer.
You know, it'd be really perfect if this was all behind us and we were on our honeymoon.
A honeymoon? Who has money left for a honeymoon?
Amstel Light. Who says nothing's perfect? Imported by Van Munching and Company, New York, New York.
A mobile phone is not convenient. A mobile phone is not helpful. It is useless in emergencies. In fact, a mobile phone is completely worthless.
WBD Company.
Unless the call goes through. Make sure your mobile phone is on the Bell Atlantic mobile system, the cellular carrier with the most coverage in the mid-Atlantic region, with advanced digital technology and clear, dependable communications. Because the most important thing is that the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system is on. Call 1-800-255-BELL. Bell Atlantic Mobile.
You know, some guys just go crazy over European suits. Ooh la la, magnifique. Mwah! See what I mean? But my Eurostyle suit from Kuppenheimer is equally magnificent. But my suit, she is made from the oh-so-chic fabrique. My Kuppenheimer is made from fine-grade worsted wool. But this has the debonair double-breasted style, the lining to the knee, the frisky little passport pocket. Yeah, but so does my Kuppenheimer. Great fabric, sophisticated European style, fine tailoring. But your suit set you back, what, $400? A great man, no? No. This Kuppenheimer costs just $265 every day. Zut alors! Sacre bleu! I threw myself in the sun! Pah! Like I said, why make yourself crazy when you could go to Kuppenheimer?
Kuppenheimer. We make our own suits, so you get more suit for your money every day.
There are 14 locations in the greater Washington, D.C., and Baltimore area. Call 1-800-772-KUPP for the store nearest you.
Now available on video cassette from Vidmark Entertainment is King's Whore, available at your nearest Video Den location. Filled with sweeping action, erotic sex scenes, and dazzling swordplay in the epic tradition of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Timothy Dalton, previously in License to Kill and The Rocketeer, starred with Valeria Golino, previously in Rain Man and Hot Shots, in this powerful tale of royal obsessions, bloody vengeance, and dangerous passion. The story of a king and his fiery temper, and a deadly blade that will cross any who question his royal affair. Variety calls it seductive, elegant, masterful, a triumph. Rent King's Whore now at your nearest Video Den location. Rated R, distributed by Vidmark Entertainment. Video Den, your guide to entertainment.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Gordon Liddy, and the Green Spectrum WJFK.
We are back at 434 on FM 106 and AM 1300. Cloudy tonight, low 27. Chance of snow tomorrow with a high 40. Temp now. 42 Murder City. It's 40 in the Charm City. And look at that, a little picture of, what is that, Barbara Mikulski? You bet it is. What is she saying to me? She's giving me a little greeting. She must think that I think she's a postage stamp or something. I think perhaps you're right.
Maybe you can figure out what she's saying to me in the little cartoon bubble that Mike has written on.
There she
She
is.
says, I'm a stamp.
I'm a stamp.
I'm a stamp. 434 WJFK. Here's Sherry with traffic. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Don and Mike. Look out if you're driving in the Urbana area right now. There's a very serious accident southbound 270 near Route 80. You want to follow police directions through there. In Virginia, southbound Shirley Highway jammed up from the Pentagon to Shirlington. South of the Beltway, it's heavy from Springfield down to the Occoquan. The toll road is heavy out towards Wolf Trap, and the pace picks up heading towards Hunter Mill.
Uh-oh. Oh, you know what that means. Go ahead, Sherry.
Okay, in Baltimore, the inner loop at York Road, there's an accident on the median. It's very heavy from 83 to York Road right now. Outer loop traffic is okay. Northbound 95 is getting a little busy, and the tunnels are both trouble-free. I'm Sherry Licker, Metro Traffic Control for WJFK.
The station with Pleasant BS.
How are you?
WJFK.
Thank you, Sherry. Hello, WJFK.
Money Machine?
Money Machine, yes. Yes, what's your name, please?
My name's Lars.
Larry?
Lars.
Lars.
Mama pooch the pies out the cool. How are you, Lars?
No. L-A-R-S.
You just doing okay? All right, let me make you better, Lars.
Okay.
Sounds like you need something.
I do.
Here's something for you, Lars. Let me fire up the computer chip in the high-tech WJFK Don and Mike Money Machine. Listen to the computerized voice now.
Ours is the voice of the Don and Mike Money Machine. Congratulations, you just won $10.67.
All right.
Stay tuned if you want to get some too.
Hey, good tease.
All right, wait, that's a real nice tease, and you just won $10.67, Lars.
That's great.
Excellent. Hold on a second, Lars. Good luck. Put it towards a good liberal arts education, my friend. That would be my advice.
Lars.
You never know when you're going to hear that wacky buzzer. And as of this moment, I believe all the winners have somehow won $10.67. We haven't had anybody win anything more or less than that.
Are they lucky or what?
I tell you, it's a quirk of fate, man. It's a quirk of science.
Amazing.
All right, now on WJFK, let's call this guy. There's no guarantee that this guy, Jimbo Ward, is going to be there.
Okay, and we maybe can get an insight into the pre-psycho personality of this guy, David Koresh, or Jesus Koresh, as we like to call him.
Jimbo Ward is a former musical associate of Jesus Koresh in Waco. He was in his band, and he jammed with him at the compound.
All right. Interesting to know what the mind was like before he got into this cult thing.
So let's find out. Again, there's no guarantee that this guy's even going to take our call or that there's going to be an answer.
Hello.
Oh, there is. Hello, Jimbo?
You?
Jimbo, this is Don and Mike. We're doing a radio show in Washington, D.C. Would you have a second to talk to us?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, all right. We'd like to know about David Koresh, if we could.
Yeah.
You were in a band with him?
No. He hung around the music scene. My band, he came out and saw my band a lot. And he ran sound at one of the places we played a lot.
Did you get a chance to chat with him ever?
Yeah, you know, I knew him and talked to him, and the guys that hung around with him, they were in his band.
In his band? What was his band like?
It was kind of I guess kind of a Christian type heavy metal band.
Christian heavy metal, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've heard a little of that. Did he preach to you at all when you talked to him, Jimbo?
No. You know, he was pretty smart. He knew the type of people to latch on to. You know, there was people around the music scene here in Waco that he did preach to and that did go to his Bible studies. But, you know, he knew who to land on, you know, that would, I guess, be gullible to, you know, fall into it. You know, I kind of just, you know, would let him know, you know, I didn't want to, you know, get into that kind of thing.
You sound like you're a fan of the rock and roll lifestyle. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I've been a singer in my band Riff Raff for
Riff Raff, all right.
What kind of stuff does Riff Raff do?
We played like kind of hard rock and you know, some classic rock and stuff like that.
When's the last time you saw David before he went crazy?
Well, I think he's always been crazy. It was probably about a year and a half. You know, he was almost everywhere that, you know, bands were playing here in town in Waco. And then about a year and a half ago, it just seemed like he disappeared off the face of the earth. I didn't even know that he was still here. About 2 months ago, I'd written a song that I was inspired by him about kind of a, I guess like an apocalyptic savior, and a false prophet. And
What's that I hear in the background, Jimbo?
no, somebody's turning the TV station.
Somebody's turning on the TV station. Were you aware of anybody else that was recruited for his sect, for his cult out at the compound?
Well, actually, one of my former guitar players had, just for a few months, had started hanging out with them almost daily and going to those Bible studies and stuff.
So do you think he's crazy?
Yeah, I think he's a nutcase.
Is he having sex with all those women?
Huh?
Is he having sex with all those women?
From what I hear, just any, I guess, no matter how old they are his chosen ones.
Did he try to hit on women when he was associated with your band?
Oh yeah, all the girls that hung out, at the clubs that we played at, he was always hitting on them, trying to get them to come out to the compound.
To the compound. You got a lot of people to come out to the compound, obviously. So
we went out there once. It was after we had played a Battle of the Band, and here in Waco, and him and some of the guys in his band were out, and after we finished playing, he was like, hey man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He said, hey, let's go out and jam, bring some beer. We went out there.
Man, you've actually been inside the compound?
Yeah.
So what kind of place is it? I mean, we see all the pictures on TV. Is it a big, impenetrable place where he might have all kinds of incredible arms built up?
Yeah, well, see, when I went out there, it seems that he's taken those buildings and rebuilt them into a big keep, I guess, and into that big compound. When I went out there, the buildings were spread out, and I didn't see any people out there. It's like, I guess, because we came out there, I guess the people that were in his little commune cult thing out there, he kept out of sight. And, I'd heard about the guns and stuff, but I didn't see any.
You didn't see any evidence of any guns, or did he ever talk to you about guns or violence of any kind?
No, but my guitar player, my former guitar player that was going out there, I know that he had started saving his money from gigs that we were playing and went and bought him a mini M14 or something like that.
He ever mentioned to you that he thinks he's Jesus?
Yeah, he said that he told me that he had teachings on the 7 seals, revelations, and that he knew things that people didn't know but need to know. And that's pretty much all he said to me. He tried to say stuff. He didn't want to scare you off. He wanted to get you curious, so you'd come and, just come out there and find out more about it.
You said that he's crazy. You said he's also very smart. Where do you see this going? Do you think he's smart enough where he would actually finally just pack it in and give up to the authorities, or do you think this thing's going to end up in a bloodbath?
Yeah, I think it's going to end up probably in a bloodbath. He's a real confident, in himself and what he's saying, and from all the stuff that I've seen here lately, I don't think he's going to give up.
And do you know? Do we know? Is he shot? I think I heard that he's wounded. He's definitely
wounded. I read in the paper today that he was shot, I think, in the shoulder and in the abdomen.
Well, and I'll tell you how I got your number. I know a guy, DJs everywhere. I know a DJ that works in Austin, Texas. They gave me your telephone number.
Yeah, I've done radio interviews all over the state.
That was going to be my next question. How many other DJs have you talked to, and are you sick of giving all these interviews yet?
No, I'm not sick. Actually, it's getting a lot of publicity for my band.
There you go.
And,
for Riff Raff.
Yeah, and like I said, I'd written that song, and a lot of the radio stations have been interested, and I've been, sending the tapes to the different radio stations. They've been playing them.
Hey, well, we don't play any music on our show, but send us it anyway. We'd like to hear what your band sounds
like.
Okay.
Give me the
Yeah, well, hold on.
If you could give me your, the address. Hang on a second.
Yeah, we'll give it to you when we get off the air.
Oh, okay.
Last question here for you.
Okay.
When you knew him, and you were with him on a regular basis with your band when he was running the board, I know that nobody thinks this about people, but did you ever look at him and think this is the kind of guy that could pop his cork and take a bunch of people and...
Yeah.
Go crazy? Oh, you thought he could?
Yeah, me.
Because I tell you, I think that about a guy that I work with right now. His name is Willie Reed.
What's this, the other guy out here?
Oh, no, that's not the other guy. He's one of the guys that works behind the scenes here. I'm okay. He thinks I'm okay, although I think I could snap my own cork at any moment.
Just depends on your mood.
That's right. Depends on my mood.
Oh, well, yeah, he always made me and a lot of my friends nervous. I mean, shoot, anybody that thinks they're the Lamb of God, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. Hey, you've been really cooperative. We appreciate all the information.
All right.
All right, listen, send us that tape. Hold on, we're going to give you the address, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Well, there you go, another man-on-the-street interview with Jimbo Ward. And you heard how he thinks it's probably going to end up, and I think a lot of people are thinking that, too. Well, we'll break here. I know Buzz Burbank will have the latest on that when we come right back on WJFK, your newsmaker's choice. It's 4:45.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Key Gordon Liddy, and the Grease Man. The most unbelievable lineup in radio history on Washington's superstation, WJFK. Now through Sunday, it's Radio Shack's biggest telephone sale ever. Get 25% off every telephone in stock. Choose from over 60 different styles. 25% off cordless and business phones. 25% off fashion and special feature phones. Cellular phones are 25% off too. Hurry, Radio Shack's biggest telephone sale ever ends Sunday. Offer good at participating stores and dealers.
It's Sears' largest hardware sale of the season, the National Hardware Sale. I'm Bob Vila. If you're looking for great prices on great hand tools or power tools, Craftsman is the brand and Sears is the place.
Like your choice of a Craftsman 4-piece plier set, 9-piece wrench set, or 18-piece screwdriver set, only $19.99 while quantities last. You'll also find terrific prices on mowers, tractors, and house paints by the gallon.
So hurry, the National Hardware Sale, only at Sears.
You can count on me. And count on me.
Introducing Roy Rogers' new sourdough roast beef sandwich with 100% real roast beef like they raise in Texas. 2 slices of melted cheese like they make in Monterey. Grilled onions like they grow in Georgia. On toasted sourdough bread like they bake in San Francisco. But the only place to get the new sourdough roast beef sandwich is at Roy Rogers. We used parts from all over to make the best sandwich in these parts.
When I go to Roy Rogers, I feel young again. The prices remind me of the good old days.
Roy Rogers still understands the value of $1. Get a 32-ounce soft drink, large fries, side salad, or baked potato, just 99 cents each plus tax at participating Roy's.
Last time I saw food like that for $1, I was a young buck myself.
Roy's 99-cent value lineup. And right now, get a Trolls Kids Meal for just $1.99 plus tax.
I bet you got a couple of too old, too small, never should have bought suits in the back of your closet just begging for a new home. Well, right now, at the famous Joseph A. Bank trade-in sale, those suits will find new homes and you'll save on fine tailored suits from year-round classics to our newest spring selections. Just trade in a suit and Joe Bank will give you $50 off any men's or women's suit in the store. And when you trade in each additional suit, you'll receive $75 off. You can trade in as many suits as you want, and considering our classic designs, our extensive selection, and that every Joseph A. Bank suit qualifies, the number will probably be quite a few. You can even trade in old shirts, ties, and blouses for $5 off famous Joseph A. Bank 100% cotton dress shirts, silk handmade ties, and women's blouses. Oh, hey, those suits you're about to trade in, Joseph A. Bank has already found them a good home. We're giving them to charity.
The Suit Trade-In Sale, only at Joseph A. Bank, 19th Street downtown, 1401 Rockville Pike, Rockville, Loman's Plaza and Falls Church and Fashion Center at Pentagon City.
Howard Stern all morning, Don and Mike all afternoon, Key Gordon Liddy midday, and the Grease Man at night. WJFK.
We are going to be at Saks in Springfield, Virginia. Don't worry about what you're going to wear. No dress code at Saks. And you might want to wear some old shoes or old sneakers. It's tomorrow night, starting at 8. It's our live Las Vegas style show, Triple X rated. All blue, all for you. and we'd love to see you tomorrow night at Zaxxon Springfield. We'll be there starting at 8. It's 4:49 right now, and here in traffic again is Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Don and Mike. If you're traveling from Virginia into Montgomery County, the interloop traffic is heavy over the American Legion Bridge to the 270 spur. Eastbound, it's getting busy from Bethesda to College Park. Northbound 270, look out for heavy traffic just before 121. It stays heavy past Route 80 where there is an accident on the southbound side of 270. Southbound 270, the backup is about 2 miles before the accident at 80. One lane is getting by to the left, and there's an accident involving 4 cars on the outer loop before the Dulles Access Road. In Baltimore, there's an accident interloop near 40 West.
Uh-oh. Buzz, have I told you recently that I love you? What? Buzz Burbank. You know, I know you thought I was busting your chops earlier this week, Buzz. And I know your feelings were hurt because you thought I was getting down on you. I wasn't getting down on you.
Uh-huh.
And now look at this. He's come full circle. Are you ready?
What do we have?
Oh, Mike. It's great. It's a winter storm watch.
Oh, my God.
It's a winter storm watch for blowing and drifting heavy snow.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Heavy snow?
Heavy snow.
Accumulations? They're not saying, they're just saying heavy snow with blowing and drifting.
How about that Buzz Burbank, huh?
There he is. He's
I
come
love
full
you,
circle.
Buzz.
He's come full circle.
He came running right in the middle of the traffic with us.
It's a nice day. Get your supplies now.
Fair tonight.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair tonight. Low 28. Way to go, Buzz. Way to kick some butt. Who is my wife on the phone with? Fair tonight. Low 28.